I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the #1 Chief Rocket Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all want this party started right? Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good? Subliminal 209 in the building. Mr. Vince. Danny Landis. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? JJ's in the building. I see you. Quiet Money. What's good? What's good? Mr. Vince is in the building. I see you. Wisdom. What's good? What's good? Jet Life for Life is in the building. Okay. Okay. All right. Illmatics is in the building. Okay. Okay. Hard Will, what's good? My guy, what's good? Good. What's good? I see y'all. The hip hop legend Core Mega is in the building. What's good? Hewlett Samuel. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Nick G in the building. Okay. Okay. King Ribby, Quiet Money, A to Z Media Network is in the building. Yo, 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 what's good? Yeah, man, what's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? Now y'all saying, what's good with me, man? Work, 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 work. What's good? Man, salute to everybody rocking with us, man. Salute, salute, salute. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody rocking, man. Doing a thing. Man, it's been a long and crazy, crazy day. Tony Spark was good. Paris Douglas in the building. It was good. Paris Douglas says, now that we know Utah wants RJ, a centerpiece for Donovan, do we do it? Bo Ismail's in the building. What's good? Sherwin, what's good? Man, now that we know that, man, I didn't hear that. I had my hands tied. I had my hands tied doing other stuff. Man, Utah want RJ? Wow, hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all breaking news to me? The Utah Jazz? The Utah Jazz want RJ? Let me see, man. The Jazz don't want Julius Randle. Wow. They are bugging. They don't want Julius Randle. They bugging out. And Subliminal 209, the host of Knicks After Party, says they can all go. Lilyville says, why I don't ever know any rumors. Why I don't know. Yo, nah, man, I get alerts and things on my phone and I be checking, but that's one thing I did not see. That's one thing I didn't see. I didn't see that, man. And I still don't see the source for it, but whatever. I don't care. The Utah Jazz want RJ? That's interesting. Am I late? Am I late on that? That's what it is. I get yeah, man. Yeah, man. Nah, man. Nah, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is, man. Oh, okay. Locked on Jazz confirmed. Stephen A. Smith called Utah and confirmed. Okay. Those are two things I don't watch. I don't watch Locked on Jazz, and I don't watch Stephen A. Smith. Okay. Yeah, I don't watch Locked on Jazz, even though I probably should nowadays, right? I don't watch Locked on Jazz, and I don't watch Stephen A. Smith. I don't watch ESPN nothing. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I should. I mean, I'm a fan just like y'all. I'm not a reporter. But the thing about it is probably since we all kicking it here, I should probably be up on that stuff a little bit more. But I basically, for the most part, watch all the same things that y'all watch. And occasionally somebody in the know will hit me with something, like will DM me with something. But yeah, man, I gotta get up on my sources. I gotta get my source game, gotta get tighter. I gotta talk to my sources like, yo, y'all gotta step y'all game up. Because usually I hear stuff like all the people that y'all, hey man, look, all the people that be hitting up all these other places, they'll hit me up too. They'll hit me up too. And I ain't really nobody, man. I'm one of y'all. Man. I ain't, man. I'm one of y'all, man. Except even though I'm vegan, I'm a ham and egger. You know what I'm saying? I got a job and the dog. I love the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an insider. So yeah, man. Just got a little spot for us to come rock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. E. Gibson says ESPN doesn't have credibility to me anymore. Myself. Yeah, man. And Sherman says, please kill the Donovan noise. Please end the madness. Bro, I don't know where we are, but listen, this is what I want to do real quick before the conversation say takes off and goes in another direction. Let me do this real quick. Right? Hey, Parasecond, I'm gonna do that. I think that's something that we should do. We should do a poll. Let me do this. Bear with me. I got a lot of tabs open, a lot of work stuff going, man. Let me do something real quick. Hey man, y'all smash that like button for your mans, man. Your man be grinding hard out here trying to provide something dope, man. Smash that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. Help your man grow this thing to something bigger than what it's normally been. And the question is, would you include R.J. Barrett in the Donovan Mitchell trade? And the answers are simple. The options are simple. Yes or no. Yes or no. Would you include R.J. Barrett in the Donovan Mitchell trade? Ask the community. Bim, there it is. There's our poll. There's our poll. All right. Mr. Vince says, salute, salute, salute. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Make sure you so we got two things going on after this, man. So we got this joint called Smoke coming up at 6:30. And it's a controversial joint, bro. I think it's gonna be a lot of people yelling at each other. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff, man. That's gonna be bugged out, man. That's gonna be bugged out with Shotgunner. It's the Shotgunner show at 6:30. We got that coming up, and then something more subdued and laid back. No, basically what you normally get is it's Knicks after party, right? Knicks after party coming through at 11, right? The Knicks after party, yeah, man. Matter of fact, let me put my things out there so I can hold my spot, because it's a lot of things going on in Knicks universe right now. Let me put my joints out here. Let me park the cars out here. You know what I'm saying? Let me park these cars out here so people will know that we're gonna be on. All right, we got Smoke. We got Smoke at 6:30. That's with Shotgunner. All right, we got Smoke at 6:30. Let me park that out here. And then we got Knicks after party. Knicks after party at 11. I'm gonna put these out here, and I'm gonna do thumbnails and all that stuff for them later. I'll do something fancy for them later, but I want to do this for us right now. All right. So the poll is out there. All right. So the poll is out there. Jay Boogie's in the building. What's good? Hard will. Hey, Mr. Vince says, is who's Mark on the panel? I don't know, man. I don't know who's Mark or Hanson. You know who's Mark is when he here, he here. When he ain't, he ain't. Future billionaire known. Yo, that's hilarious, man. But yo, for real though, I want to get back to the topic. I'm gonna let the poll cook for a few minutes, right? I know I shouldn't be drinking that, man, but dang, man, this afternoon has been crazy. Dave N, what's good? Dave N says, RJ gotta go, bro. He ain't it. And y'all, oh, dang it. Y'all starting a civil war in here. Yes, there's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. And you can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk around with your head down, scared to look. You shook, because ain't no such thing as. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, man. So here's the thing. The schedule is out, and I'm looking at the schedule. And as I look at this schedule, man, as an optimistic Knicks fan, I was thinking we could win 47 games, maybe 50 if we stay healthy without Donovan Mitchell. We get Donovan Mitchell, we may win 55. But then I started looking at the schedule when the schedule come out. And I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, man, I told you so. I know what y'all gonna do. I know what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna be like, man, Uncle Freezy be flip-flopping, man. He be flip-flopping on this one and on this one. Yeah, man. I'm ready. Look, man. I know there is a difference between having an opinion and being a moderator. Like being a contributor, right? There's a difference between being an analyst, so to speak. That's where you see the analysts for us are the shotgunners, the greenies from LI, the free Keefs, the Cullies, the Cully goats. So it's a lot of analysts on the network. The hard wheels, he analyzed what's being talked about and give his opinion. Everybody, it's a lot of people that are analysts and they're good at it, right? Right? So there's a difference between me being a moderator and an analyst, right? Sometimes, Anthony D is in the building. Greeny, what's good? There's a difference between being an analyst and a moderator. Y'all know that. I try to be 95% moderator. And occasionally, like when I do old school Knicks, I'll be an analyst, right? Me and Anthony D co-host old school Knicks. And I'll get on there and I'll be in my analyst thing, going down memory lane, talking. And so sometimes people say I flip-flop on certain things. A lot of the times they don't know what a lot of times they just trying to stir up the pot, and I get it. Because I stir up the pot as a moderator. And not in a bad way, but just to drive the conversation. Right? But here's the thing though. As I look at the schedule, man. What? I'm starting to think, ain't no way we win in 40 games if we don't get Spider. Ain't no way we win in 40 games if we don't get Spider, bro. Ain't no way. Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Duggar says, if no, then Donovan isn't worth it. I don't know. But look, I have this thing, man, even with, think about this. I don't know. Okay, so when I look down the Knicks schedule, man, I just can't see a world where this team win 40 games without Donovan Mitchell. And is that what we signing up for? Let me pull up the schedule again, right? I'm going to pull up the schedule again. All right, Knicks. I'm going to pull up the schedule again, right? And all I want to do is I want to go over the first 30 games fast. I want to go over the first 30 games, right? I just want to go over the first 30 games, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Where are definite wins, and we won't include toss-ups, right? So I'm gonna put it on the screen. I want y'all to share this with me. Y'all tell me what y'all think, and tell me if okay. Y'all tell me if I'm jumping off a cliff, and if so, y'all save me and talk me back. Y'all talk me back off the ledge if y'all feel like I'm going off the ledge, right? That's what y'all supposed to do. If y'all feel like, man, man, I'm sad and depressed, y'all supposed to come get me, help me out. Right? Y'all supposed to come get me, help me out, like I be doing y'all. Right? So here's the thing. Look, check this out. Check this out with me. All right, at Memphis, I feel like based on where we are today, that's an L. At Detroit, based on where we are today, that's a W. Right? Orlando. I don't want to say that's a toss-up, but Orlando was beating us when we were healthy last year. I don't want to say Orlando's a toss-up. But even when we were healthy and they were not, they were beating us last year. Right? I'm gonna leave that one open because I don't want to sound like a hater or sound like somebody that's capping either. All right, Charlotte. Again, Charlotte seemed like they got our number, and I know they don't have Miles Bridges, but they have young players ready to step in right away. It's not like they lost LaMelo. They only lost Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges is not the difference maker for them. LaMelo Ball is. So I'm going to leave that one open. I don't want to. Detroit is definitely a win for us, in my opinion. Then we have Milwaukee. That's a loss. Cleveland, that's a loss. Atlanta, that's a loss. Philly, that's a loss. Boston, that's a loss. Minnesota, that's a loss. Brooklyn, that's a loss. Detroit, I feel like that's a W, right? OKC, that's a W. Utah, without Donovan Mitchell, whoever Donovan Mitchell plays for on November 15th, they're going to win. Right? I feel like Utah at the Knicks depends on where Donovan Mitchell is. So I'll leave that one open. Denver, that's a loss. Golden State, that's a loss. Phoenix, that's a loss. OKC, that's a W. Portland, that's a toss-up in my mind. Memphis, that's a loss. Detroit, that's a W. Milwaukee, that's a loss. Dallas, that's a loss. Cleveland, that's a loss. Atlanta, that's a loss. Charlotte, I'm going to say that's a toss-up, right? Sacramento, I think that's a toss-up. Chicago, we got Chicago twice in Chicago, right? We got Chicago twice in Chicago. I think those are 2 losses. Indiana, that's a W. I think we're going to whoop Indiana. I think Indiana's going to be terrible. Golden State, that's a loss. Toronto, that's a loss. Chicago, that's a loss. Philly, that's a loss. Dallas, that's a loss. San Antonio, I think we get San Antonio. I think we beat San Antonio. I think we beat Houston. Phoenix, that's a loss. San Antonio, we beat San Antonio. Toronto, that's a loss. Milwaukee, damn, why does it seem like we play Milwaukee all the time? Milwaukee, that's a loss. Indiana, that's a W. We beat Indiana. Washington, I feel like the Wizards, I feel like are going to be terrible. I feel like the Wizards are going to fall apart early. I got a feeling they're going to fall apart early. Right? Y'all see where I'm going? Y'all see where I'm going with that? Yeah, y'all see where I'm going with this thing, man? I feel like without Donovan Mitchell, we don't have much of a chance against the good teams, man. Now if we beat these teams, yes, I'm gonna be excited. Yes, I want to win all these games, man. Look, man, and I see the thing. I see the thing about tanking, man. I am not for tanking. I'm not for tanking, bro. I'm not. But I do think we going into the season with one hand tied behind our back if we think we can win games without an upgrade. Because if we don't trade for Donovan Mitchell, I think we're asking, damn near begging to be in the lottery. And listen, and here's the thing. I do have faith in these young kids, man. I know y'all asking it like Uncle Freezy, you don't have faith in the kids? Yes, I have faith in the kids, man. Yes, I have faith in these kids. Yes, I think Emmanuel Quickly is going to be our breakout young player. Yes, I want RJ to be a star. Yes, I want Obi to break out and become something. Yes, I want Mitchell Robinson to be more impactful. You feel me? But at the same time, you got to let these kids grow. They got to go through and grow through some things. Jay Boogie. Hey, Jay Boogie, I love you, bro. I love you, bro. But look, if I'm down, pick me up. Man, if you see your main man fall down on the ground, you gonna let him stay down there? Not you, Jay Boogie, not you. I'm saying in general. If your main man fall down, man, you gonna let him stay down there, man? Help your man up. So, and Paris Douglas says, how does it get drive with that blind spot in your eyesight? Tibbs and Randall and Tibbs, lack of handling Randall, his youth lost us 10 games at least. Yo, I appreciate the generous contribution. Bro, Paris Douglas, what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying about the season is not even about Tibbs and Randall. It's about these young kids. You gotta look, man. If you're not getting Donovan Mitchell, play the kids, man. You gotta play the kids. Play the kids. Am I on this thing? Am I on Fantasy Island by myself? If you don't trade for Spider, I don't want to see a bunch of veterans on the floor. Yo, if we not trading for Spider, I don't want to see a whole. Don't be telling me that you signed Ben McLemore and now he's starting. You got yeah. Yo, don't tell me you signed it, because I like Ben McLemore. I think you got to go out and get a cat like that, right? Right. But look, if you not, man, listen. It's as simple as this, in my mind. I'm gonna remove this for a second, guys. I'll remove this for a second. Big Diff says, what vets? Oh, you know what vets? Rose, Fournier, Randall, Brunson, bro, veterans. They're gonna, if they don't sign, trust me, if they don't trade for Donovan Mitchell, they're gonna sign veterans to those last roster spots, and those veterans are gonna play. Building blocks with one of the dopest Abbeys in the game. I love it. I love that soul, brother. I love that soul, brother. That one of the dopest Abbeys in the game. Jay Boogie says, you got the doors closed. Hey, man, I don't know, man. Help me out. Somebody help me understand this thing, because I don't care about. Ultimately, y'all know what my thing is. I don't care about none of these fancy moves and that's all other stuff. The only thing I care about is winning. I told the Al Davis story the other day. Like, Al, what's the secret sauce to this matchup against your rival? And blah, 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 blah. And Al Davis said, as coolly as you can say stuff, just win, baby. Hey, Mr. Davis, what's the ultimate goal for the Raiders? Blah, 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 blah. I see y'all implementing the deep passing ball and running back. It don't matter. The ultimate goal here is just win, baby. Period. Worldwide L is in the building. What's good? A Zigzag Zagalia says Randall is 28 and Fournier, bro, is 29. And Rose is only 32. And Brunson is 26. But what about these kids? How old are the kids? And Paris Douglas says, you can't bring up last year's results, but ignore why, right? You talking about me in terms of if it's me, I look, man, I just play the kids. Play the kids. Play the kids. Look, man, if you're not training for Donovan Mitchell, don't play these vets. Because you got to pick one direction and go. You can't be all over. Look, man. Hey, man, if you don't go get Spider, if you holding on to these kids, then what are you holding on to them for? Play them. Play these kids. Get these kids some burn. Get these kids some experience. Am I the only one? Am I on Fantasy Island? Right? I think Quickly is going to be the breakout young player, bro. I think Quickly is the breakout young player. I did the numbers, and I'm going to do a player tomorrow, right? I'm going to do a young core player breakdown tomorrow, right? Y'all get ready for RJ Barrett. When y'all hear me talk about RJ Barrett tomorrow, y'all can be like, why won't we do the Donovan Mitchell deal? Advanced analytics, bro. Advanced analytics. We got 2 fixes for RJ Barrett's game, and it has nothing to do with workout videos or off-season conditioning. It's 2 things. But that'll be tomorrow, around this time tomorrow. Right? Right. Young Core, player breakdown. RJ Barrett coming your way tomorrow around this time, maybe about 4. We'll see. We'll see. But listen, here's my thing. Here's my thing. If you don't go get Spider and you holding on to the kids, what are you holding on to the kids for? State says drop the link. No, I'm not dropping the link for State, because State of the New York Knicks podcast was supposed to be here for the fantasy draft and he didn't show up. Got us like, I was excited too. I was looking for my man. Man, I was looking forward to State, man, coming in. And State didn't even show up. He ain't hit me up or nothing. State ain't say, yo, Uncle Freezy, I can't make it. State ain't say nothing. He just didn't show. That's like when your pop said he was going to take you to the park and he never show up. And you be mad. You kind of hold that grudge for like forever. You know how your mom and pop split up or whatever? And you ain't seen your pops in like 2 weeks. And your pops be on that. Your pops be on that BS like, yeah, man, Saturday morning, I'm going to come pick you up. We're going to go get ice cream. And we're going to go get sub sandwiches. And we're going to go to the park. And we're going to go shoot some hoops. And we're going to go walk in the mall. And I'm going to let you go play Miss Pac-Man for like 2 hours back to back. I got the quarters in the car. You know how your pops used to do that when you was on the phone? Yo, like when your pop shooting you the gas. Y'all remember that? Yo. Hey, State, listen, I'm gonna hit this restaurant right quick, and then I'm gonna come drop the link, yo. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link real quick. And then I'm gonna hit this restaurant right quick, and I'm gonna come right back. I'll be right back. Yo, the bathroom right here. Calm down. Y'all know I gotta calm down. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Yeah, what's up, boss?
What's good, my brethren?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm nervous. I'm a nervous wreck, bro.
For what?
Because I saw the schedule.
What that schedule got to do with anything, man?
I know, man.
That schedule was never right, man. When has that schedule been right, man?
Never.
Well, shout out to you and shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody. I hope everybody having a blissful, helpful, and safe day. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're feeling blessed that you are woken up this the day and have been given life. He has given us all another chance. But the thing is, what is your choice that you're making today? You know, so hope everybody doing it and having a great day. But Freezy, I don't understand it, man.
But hear me out though, Jay. But hear me out though. Like, have you ever, as long as you know me, which has been years now, right? Have I ever been dishonest with you, straight up dishonest with you about something? Have
No,
I ever, like, if I was feeling a certain way, have I ever been trying to trick you into something?
no, you have never been that way with me, brother. You always been just as real as it can be with me. You know what I'm saying? That's the relationship that we have always had. I don't, and outside of me, I don't know what have you not been real with. But my thing is this. I mean, what appreciation are we giving Jalen Brunson, yo?
I know.
You're not giving him no appreciation for him being on his team. A lot of those teams have not changed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those teams that we lost some games to them that we should have won. It's a difference now with this guy. And it's just I'm not even gonna get into that schedule. I don't care what the schedule. I don't care if we open up 24 straight games on the road. We coming out 12 of them victories. We batting 100. That's just the belief and the faith that I have. And then you gotta read between the lines. Certain things is happening for a certain reason. So everybody might as well get ready and get prepared. I told you so. I told you so. Donovan is on his way here, man. He's on his way. There's no way in the world that they're going to put the Knicks in Utah on TV at 10:30 at night on 11/15/2022. Why they put him on? Because that's a returning, destroying game for him. That's what that is. Then you look at Utah. Look at Utah's TV schedule. They got them people on TV 5 times. One of them don't count because it's the All-Star game. So they only got 4 games on TV. That's it. So what does that tell you? They emptying it out. And then you look at teams like they telling us that we're going to be better. That what I see, I'm not saying they telling. What I see is they're telling me that we're going to be better than Atlanta. They're telling me we're going to be better than Miami. They're telling me these things because these guys is not on TV on Christmas games. You know, they still crying about they should be there. No, it's a reason why we on Christmas. Number one, it's the biggest tree and the most celebrated place you can ever be during that time. Also the most prettiest, and we're also on a come up. That's why. And then knowing that this guy is getting ready to be in uniform here in Madison Square Garden. So I just look at, you know what I'm saying, the little things that they be throwing, the little signs, and I go off from there. I go off the signs and what I see and what I hear, and then voice my opinion upon it. But I see us, winning a lot more games than what people expect us to win. Just on the strength of Jalen. We won 37 games. What you say? You don't think we gonna win 40 games? We won 37 games without Jalen last year?
Without Jalen, yeah.
And you think we won't win 40 games with him?
Right.
The floor is yours, my brother.
I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous because the thing is if we don't do a deal for Donovan Mitchell, what I feel like is the young core is going to improve. I think, man, people sleeping on Quickly like it's like a slumber bag, bro. They in a sleeping bag on Quickly, bro. They sleeping on him bad. It's sleeping bag records on Quickly. You know what I'm saying? When you look at his numbers, bro, when you project from just his upward, like his progression from one year to the next, his shot chart, where he takes shots at on the floor, his role and all that thing, man, that young man played 23 minutes a game last year. People like Quickly don't play the kids, but he played Quickly 23 minutes. 23 minutes a game. That's role player minutes. You know what I'm saying? He played Quickly 23 minutes a game, and Quickly shot as bad as you could possibly shoot from the field. 38% from the field, 34% from 3 from a shooter.
That's cool.
Hey, Daddy.
Yo.
Hey, Dad. Paris Tucker, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Tucker says, Leon doing RJ for Donovan Mitchell and 3 picks, right? He doing RJ and 3 picks for Donovan Mitchell, or the kids and 6 picks for KD. That's what he's saying.
I can't.
Hey, Poppy, what's good?
What's up, OG, man? How you doing, man? How was your day? I'm glad that you recording right now on this beautiful day while I'm at work, actually.
State, what's good, baby?
Yo, OG.
Stay always at work, bro.
Man,
How many kids you got for you to always be at work like that?
I have none.
There's the word on the street is like man, you got 11 kids.
Man, stack your money, man. Stack your money.
Get that bread.
Been stacking. Nah,
Tell Uncle Freezy, get out your pocket. Get out my pocket, Uncle
Freezy. No wonder you got all year round courtside seats, man. I understand that.
Oh man.
Hey good. Man, how the family doing? How Miss Wiz doing?
No, the family good, man. The family good. I'm just, a nice girlfriend, and I've been telling her I'm not in a good mood. She's like, why you not in a good mood? Because I'm like, Donovan Mitchell not on the Knicks yet, and the Knicks is playing with me right now. So I'm not going to be in a good mood. I'm off of Twitter. I don't want to even see Twitter until we get Donovan Mitchell. It's pointless. Yo, I looked at the NBA schedule for the Knicks, and the NBA, they got an answer. This... Freezy, let me lay this out to you, right?
Oh, there you go. There you go. He can't walk by patient charts. That's why he got a blackout eye screen. He can't show patience on Sky No State.
Have you looked at January? And then they so disrespectful in the month of January. They go right into a West Coast trip, starting with Memphis Grizzlies at the end of January. January is literally playoffs or deaths for the Knicks. And January is going to tell me much about Tom Thibodeau, too, if he need to be fired. Because, look at January. Just look at January and look at the Knicks season and be like, are we going to make the playoffs? They better go get me Donovan Mitchell, man.
I got it. I got the schedule. I got the schedule right here, bro. I'm looking at it. I'm telling you. But I'm not the one. You gotta tell Jay Boogie, bro. Jay Boogie right here. Jay Boogie is positive, right? Jay Boogie is net positive. That's what I want to be at. I want to be on. I don't want to be on your side, State. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, I'm positive. I'm just not positive. I feel like when you shell out $300, I don't know. I didn't know. None of them is out yet. When you shell out $300 and you've been here for 3 years. What have you got to show me? The best you got to show me is Evan Fournier, some guy from France, and Julius Randle, some guy I've been wanting to trade for years. He living off of Steve Mills' plate. I need to see him do something. I'm done with waiting for Leon Rose. It's 3 years. It's 3 years. Steve Mills left you $74 million in cap space, and RJ Barrett, and the best you got to show for me is Evan Fournier. And your nephew, Jalen Brunson, who you gave a $100 million contract to, the first time in NBA history where somebody gets $100+ million and has not made an All-Star game yet. I need to see more. I'm not happy yet. That's what I want to see. I want to see Donovan Mitchell on the roster. I'm tired of waiting. I don't know what everybody else talking about assets. What assets? Grimes is an asset? Grimes? He averaged Frank Ntilikina numbers last season. I don't care about Evan Fournier. I don't care about high school draft picks. These high schoolers y'all talking about with draft picks, what assets? 4 of those draft picks is not even the Knicks. And by the time those other draft picks become, I don't care about draft picks, bro. I'm done with that. Knicks fans need to grow up. We need to grow up. I want to win now. I'm done with losing. It's quiet. Trade Grimes, trade Evan Fournier, trade Rose, trade Randall, trade any one of those bums. Nah, they're not even bums. I'm not even going to do that. Trade any one of those guys for Donovan Mitchell. That's how to win. Y'all can wait on your own time. I'm done with it. 50 years. I got to wait another year. The hell with that.
Okay. So Paris Douglas said I read it wrong. He says Leon doing RJ for Donovan Mitchell and 3 picks and the kids and 6 picks for KD. No, I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. Hey, Paris, so are you saying that Leon Rose is traded for both? Traded for Donovan Mitchell and Kevin Durant? Because that's what it seemed like you're saying. I couldn't. So you're saying Leon doing RJ for Donovan Mitchell and 3 picks. Leon, hey man, the Jazz, think about this. RJ for Donovan Mitchell and 3 picks. The Jazz not doing that, and the kids, and 6 picks for KD. So even if it's vice versa, even if it's Donovan Mitchell for RJ and 3 picks, and the kids and 6 picks for KD, we only have 8 to offer. So even if it's just say Leon doing RJ and 3 picks for Donovan Mitchell, and the kids and 6 picks for KD, we can only offer 8. We can't offer 9 picks unless you're talking about including second round picks. If you ain't talking about including second round picks, they're not fair. Coach, what's good?
So I changed my name to Coach Win Now.
Coach
A week or two ago for a reason. New York needs a star. Period.
Man, you coming to thing, you ain't even say hello.
I did. I'm sorry you didn't hear me. I might have been muted. My bad.
Yeah. How you doing? How you doing, man?
Hey,
how you doing?
What's up, brother? Good? Sorry, I had to go hard for a second.
Yeah, man.
Maybe it's because we, everyone on this panel right now, we a little bit longer in the tooth. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we're a little more impatient than some of these young dudes. I'm tired of waiting.
Yeah.
I've waited long enough.
I understand where you're coming from.
But I'm all in with you, though, if and only if we don't pull off this Mitchell thing, we have to play the puppies, period. I mean, at this point, we got to see what we got,
That's the direction I want to go in, man, is ultimately, and I know this is going to sound controversial, but ultimately, I don't care who on the roster. I just want to win a championship. I don't care if we go all young or all old. I don't care as long as we win a championship. That's my concern. Because the concern shouldn't be about establishing a dynasty. It should be basically one foot in front of the other one. Because before you have 2, 3, 4 championships, guess what you kind of have? 1.
Mm-hmm.
Before you have 2, 3, or 4 championships, you have to win 1.
Right.
And so that's the route that I want to go. I want to win 1. I want to establish that culture of winning 1 championship and feel what it's like to be.
And here's another play on words to that. Before you can get 2 or 3 stars, you got to have 1.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
we got a lot we got to do. First thing first, we got to close the margin. You know what I'm saying? It's a wide space between Boston, Philly, and Toronto. We're still behind them. So, but with Donovan over here and Jalen and that backcourt right there, and that's a push that we're knocking somebody out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think it would be Toronto. We'll still be fighting and you battling, you know what I'm saying, with Philly and Boston. But we played Boston tough. And that was even without Jalen. That was even without Donovan. We played them tough. So, a lot of these teams, that's where they at right now, man. If we can secure this situation right here, that's a great come up for us, man. A great come up. Some guys that can put pressure on that paint. Both of them guys can get in that paint and finish. And if you foul them, both of them knocking down free throws. And then both of them creating for any and everybody else on the floor. So now guys can become their normal, have their normal spots on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your normal number 3, Julius, RJ, your normal number 3 and 4 roles that y'all be playing. And Mitch is cleaning up. He's a vacuum cleaner. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I know it's getting ready to happen. It's getting ready to happen. It's just when it's going to happen. I prefer for us to go ahead and do it before the trade. I mean, before the season starts. Because like I said on shout out for the love of the game, the way I'm looking at it now is we don't get it done before the season starts, guess what? The price goes down because you should have made that trade before you start realizing y'all losing. Utah, you know you're going to get that number 1 pick. All teams that don't got rid of their all-stars don't have the number one pick. New Orleans, Anthony Davis got the number one pick. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland with LeBron got the number one picks. So that's only going to line up. Utah, go ahead and get your number one pick. Stop whining in the media how they disrespectful y'all and being disrespected because you ain't on TV. You don't deserve to be on TV. You're emptying out the house. You got the All-Star game. Be happy with that. Send that dude over here, Danny. Put your golf clubs back inside your bag. Zip that up because you ain't playing for nothing. You're playing for thinking. Yeah. You ain't playing for no money. You're playing for thinking. Send them over here.
Word is born.
Salute, guys. Salute.
And the thing is,
what's up, boss?
That's the only way they're gonna get a star anyways. They're gonna draft them, so you might as well get all the chances you can get. 16 chances to draft one, because ain't no one gonna go there as a free agent.
Right. Right. Not a major star. They'll be guys that want NBA jobs. They'll go to Utah. But in terms of impactful, high level superstars, I don't see nobody. I don't see a top 10 player choosing Salt Lake City as a lifestyle destination. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless they're Mormon and a Mormon superstar and they want to go there.
And they want, and they
play for their Mormon GM too.
Yeah, man. I would say this to what Jay Boogie was saying. Jay Boogie, what I'm saying is I'm not getting on a Stephen A. Smith type thing and pounding the table and things of that sort, trying to draw attention to myself, bro. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is, man, I'm really concerned as a longtime Knicks fan that if we don't do something, man, then this thing might be
another
that we
4 or
might
5
be
years.
Yeah, man. And because what I don't want to have happen is, I believe a couple of these kids can be quality NBA players, legit threats in the league, and I think Emmanuel Quickley is one of them. And I keep saying that, and I know I'm the only one on the Emmanuel Quickley bandwagon, right? I might be the only one that believe in splash and dash. And for those that don't know, a couple of years ago, I nicknamed RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley Splash and Dash. One dude splash and the other dude dash. That's that's the name I gave them 2 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. I believe in splash and dash. I believe they're gonna be something, right? That's why when it came to the Jalen Brunson thing, I was like, yeah, if we get him, we get him. If we don't, we don't. Because I had in my heart, I had always believed that Emmanuel Quickley, given time to develop, could be that lead guard for the Knicks. Now, I know what people say, Emmanuel Quickley ain't a point guard, and Emmanuel Quickley don't do this, and Emmanuel Quickley don't do that. He don't get others involved. But what I'm telling you is that lead guards in this day and age, if you get a lead guard and you don't let him be the lead guard, if Randall handling the ball and RJ got the ball most of the time, what is your lead guard then? If you go get a point guard and you don't allow him to point, he's just a guard. When you got dudes that handle the ball, when you have people with usage rates in the top 30, RJ Barrett was 28th, and I think Julius Randle was 22nd. You got two dudes from the same team. Neither one of them are guards in the top 30 in usage rate. So your two forwards are initiating your offense, basically. No matter what point guard you get, he's not going to be effective. So when you judge Quickley and Rose and Alfred Payton and whoever, when you got your forwards handling the ball most of the time, then no matter who you can get John Morant. If you ain't letting John Morant be John when he come here because Randall and RJ got the ball, what is John? Is John a spot-up three-point shooter? No. You take away his best attributes. And I know what y'all are going to say. Most people will say, well, if we had John Morant, Julius Randle wouldn't. Nah, man, listen. I get that. Right? I get that. But what I'm saying is if Quickley is allowed to be Quickley, if Quickley is allowed to probe the defense and pass the ball like he wants to do, then you'll see the upside of Quickly. Quickly got a higher assist percentage than most of the guys that we mentioned, and then we call him a ball hog. Just because he takes one bad shot, or in a game, I'll say Quickly takes about 2 terrible shots a game, and overall about 5 suspect shots a game, right? But 2 of them will be terrible. You're like, Quickly, what are you doing? But the other 3 will be borderline, like, why'd you shoot the ball right there? Right? If you allow Quickly to just be a guard, a playmaking guard, bro, now you're talking about Quickly developing into that, right? Paris Duggar, thank you, Paris Duggar. Paris Duggar says, I need my brothers to start reading Leon correctly. Okay. Hey, so Paris Duggar, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I need some help with that though. I need some help with that. Don't think just because I do this that I'm perfect. None of us are perfect. None of us are.
Yeah.
Not me, not Paris Duggar, not Jay Boogie. None of us are perfect. But what we are, though, is passionate about our team. That's one thing you can't never question on no date that we ain't passionate. The one thing, none of us are perfect, right? None of us are perfect. You know what I'm saying? God ain't put perfect men on the planet, or women for that matter. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about that is you can't question our passion about this. Because Jay, but what do we? I still can't. Me and you was at what, 1 game together?
Yeah. The playoff game.
Yeah. Yo. So yeah, I seen Jay Boogie. in a city that I don't live in, like hundreds of miles away from our home. Me and Jay Boogie at a Knicks game together.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't question our passion about the Knicks because we ride for these Knicks, bro.
And I say to a lot of people, you know, that when you be on these podcasts and you be on the panels and you be, you know, talking and building with brothers on these panels and creating relationships with them and learning more and more things about them, where they're from and all that. If you get a chance to be around some of these guys and where they're from, man, yo, reach out to them and try to visit them. My baby just came down with the loudest phone it is.
Hey, that's all right. Hey,
Yeah,
that's real life, brother.
To your point about the usage rate, I think the problem was like it wasn't like quickly shot like what the shots he was taking because Tibbs didn't care about that. I think it was mainly because like his ball handling that was the problem, and well, all of our guards had ball handling issues. They couldn't handle the ball, so you might as well just give the ball to the best player and let him do something with it. So I think now we got a Brunson on the team who can actually handle the ball and run an offense. You might see a difference with that usage rate.
Did you watch some of that Brunson and Obi footage?
Brunson and Obi. Nah, I didn't see the Brunson and Obi.
Yeah.
And for just real quick, coach, real quick. So there's a story behind that, right? So you might not know the history of us. So a lot of us moved from here onto YouTube from Twitter, right? And so basically, like 6 years ago, we used to be on footage watch, starving for any kind of news about the Knicks, right? And things used to come out like we used to get footage of Frank Ntilikina doing reverse dunks in France, like he had a trainer, and Frank used to like take his shirt off and be jacked, right? And he'd be shooting threes and reverse dunking, right? And working on his handle. Sham God, and Frank Ntilikina used to sham God on these videos. And they used to be cussing Frank out in French when he got it wrong. They're like, yo, oh, snap. They getting on Frank. Frank gonna come back. He gonna be saucy. And he come back and just be Frank. And Kevin Knox, there was Kevin Knox videos. There was Porzingis workout videos after the Porzingis surgery. Remember Porzingis had the surgery, and after the surgery, his one leg was smaller than the other. And they'd be doing they show the Porzingis running outdoors on the track and field track. And they're like, yo, look how fast Porzingis is for a 7-footer. And all of that, right? and so basically the hoodie Melo. Remember Melo used to work out late at night with the hoodie on the football field. You know, and so what happened was after a while we got in this mode where it's like, man, look, I don't care nothing about no off-season footage. Show me in the game. Right? Y'all remember last season when Mitchell Robinson was sham guarding on dudes in the gym and shooting threes? And this season here, he came in here and what Mitch did. Same thing Mitch normally do. Right? So a lot of us now, when workout videos come out, we be like, it's just a summertime workout video.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like you remember the Dennis Smith Jr. thing? Where Dennis Smith Jr. took off 1 foot inside the free throw line and cocked it back sideways and threw it down in an empty gym. Right? And we like, wow. If Dennis Smith Jr. is gonna be doing that, then we might win the championship. We got the point guard of the future. Come to find out, that was just an empty gym summertime workout. Right? And so that's why cats like myself, when the workout videos come out, I be like, if I see it, I see it. If I don't, I don't. But I'm not gonna run to it. I'm not gonna push my wife out of my arms because a RJ Barrett post-up video came out.
Mm-hmm.
If I see it, I see it. Like I ain't gonna bring my puppy back in the house because you know a Julius Randle pro-am video just dropped. I ain't gonna do that no more.
And you put the dog outside?
I'd be out there with him.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I mean, I like I said, I came across it in passing. You know, it came up on my recommended, and I popped it on.
Right.
And I'm not all looking conspiracy theory into they're having chemistry and all this. I just like Brunson's stroke. He shot a bunch of 3-pointers. I just like how smooth and quick the shot was getting off.
Right.
That's the only little thing I noticed. Just you know, in the flow of play. I know that he was playing just pickup dudes, you know, bums or whatever, maybe some college guys or something.
Yeah, man.
But I just liked his. I never really paid attention to his like outside game much. I watched a lot of him driving and you know a lot of that stuff. And I know he's not known for his outside shooting, but it looked pretty good in the flow of the games. You know, he hit about 4 or 5 on the video. That I just like the way his stroke looked, man.
I was gonna put together an Uncle Freezy workout video too this summer, like with me walking with the dog and with me doing push-ups. I was thinking about putting one together.
Play some,
bro. I gotta get
the tiger in the background.
Yeah, and not that one, not that one either. Not that one. It's the other one with the girl singing. He got the eye of the tiger.
What's her name? Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, man. I done gained weight since July, bro. I done gained like 7 pounds since July, bro. But anyway, let me get back to the business at hand, man. Hey, Anthony D, what's good? Everybody, show your love for Anthony D, man.
Yo, what up?
You know what I'm saying? The GOAT.
What's going on, fellas?
He's so smooth. He don't require a chaser.
Unless it's brown juice. Yo, Breezy, we're gonna get you an old beat up sweatsuit since you got the dog already, and you can run at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And drink raw eggs and with a slab of bacon in them.
Yeah, and some Chuck Taylors with some Chuck Taylors in a headband, bro. I need a head, even though I ain't got no hair.
Some break your ankle Chuck Taylors. Yo, I think when I came on, I heard you talking about the workout videos, and I'm gonna tell you the one that hurt me the most. That Dennis Smith Jr. workout video, yo.
Oh God, dog it.
When he was one of those guys in the point guard, well, in the draft that year, I was like, Knicks, come on, he's right there. He looks like we need him. Power point guard. We haven't had this in God knows how long. And to see what he became and what we gave up, you know, that was hurtful. That was
hurtful,
really
bro.
hurtful.
That was hurtful.
Yeah. Like,
that was hurtful, bro.
Talking
I know
about
he went.
you talking about you. I watched this kid in the John Wall tournament. I went to see this guy live at NC State. You talking about you? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because he's from the Triangle, right? Ain't he from the Triangle?
Yeah, he's from Fayetteville.
Yeah. Oh, he's from Fayetteville. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So he closer to me than he is Jay Boogie then. I think he like right there. No, that's about halfway. That's right. That's about halfway.
Yeah, he's like 48 minutes away from me, man.
That's about I'm about an hour 15 from Fayetteville with all that construction. Yo, why Fayetteville always building something, bro? The construction is ridiculous.
Oh, they trying to keep the South from coming up north, man. They blocking y'all off, man.
That's what I thought. I figured that, bro, because that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
You know, there's not many things that Fizdale did right when he was here.
Right.
But I remember when Fizdale, when the kid came on, and Fizdale was talking to him about his diet and meal preparations, and he was telling him how he goes to one of these soul food restaurants. I don't know, Combo Joe's, Blocko Joe's, whatever.
Popeyes. Remember he mentioned Popeyes.
So wherever he went to, but for the mere fact that the coach had to like sit you down and give you a real heart to heart, like up here in this league, it takes more than fast food for the energy that you need to go 82 games. And he just didn't understand that.
Right. Right. No, he didn't understand that, bro. No, he didn't understand that at all. You know what I'm saying? And then the back injury, I don't think it was just the back, bro. I think it was definitely a confidence issue.
I think it was ego. It was totally confident. I'm with you 100%, Freezy. Once the Garden crowd murmured on him a little bit, he tuck and ran. I understand that his mom's passed away, and and everyone deals with death differently. But I think he tuck and ran.
Right. Right. Like with me, I deal with stuff like that different, bro. Like personally with issues like that, I get in like this fight mode, and I shouldn't. Right? Like I dig in my heels, and I be ready. Like when you're talking about like family members and things, bro, I be so hurt emotionally. Like I be so hurt. Like my brother passed away 3 years ago, right? My brother passed away 3 years ago, and I still think about that dude every day. My little brother passed away 3 years ago. Think about your little brother, the one that you saw him come home as a baby, right? He the one that when you was walking, he crawling behind you, trying to keep up with you, and then eventually y'all be grown men. You know what I'm saying? And then you watch him get sick and pass. Bro, I deal with that every day. It's the reason why I do this channel, because I don't have no more brothers. My little brother passed away, so I don't have no more blood brothers, right? And I don't have no more of them. So I think about him every day. That's one of the things, reason why I do this joint right here, so I can connect with you know what I'm saying? So I understand that people deal with loss differently, right? I talked to Ron Cleveland about that one night, man. I swear, I think the sun was coming up when we got the phone, right? And shout out to my main man Ron Cleveland, man, because we all deal with stuff. We all, but then when it comes to your job, though, if you can't do it, then you need to go get some help, right? That's the one thing I learned. Like when I can't do something, like when I have the talent to do something, but I can't do something because something is in my way, I gotta go get some help. And that's why I think he was at. That's what I think. If I would love to see the Dennis Smith Jr. comeback story.
I think he also rested on his athletic ability, because if you remember the trade when he got here for the rest of the season, I think he was averaging like 15 and a half, 6-7 assists. He represented in the dunk contest. He didn't win, but it was just kind of like, I'm next up. Right. That's the feel that I got from him. Like, I'm next up. I'm be here next year. I'm the new thing in town, and it just didn't work.
Nah, it didn't work.
So let me ask y'all a question, because I'm listening to y'all saying about workout videos. They ain't worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because guys don't do what they normally do in the workout videos and stuff.
Right.
This is just a hope. Because I saw that Cam Reddish workout video and he looked like some trash. I mean, he was all coasting. He was real light with it. It looked like he wanted upbeat. So I'm just wondering, is it a flip side to maybe he might be working out in trash mode and not, really going hard? Then he might, flip that in and get it into gear. It's like some of these guys' videos y'all talking about, they be going hard, and then when they get game time, speed time, they look like trash.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah.
Some guys are just naturally smooth like that. You remember this dude, different sport, but Ricky Henderson was the smoothest ball player in any sport I've ever seen.
Right.
He made everything look effortless. He was snatch catching out in the outfield. Yeah. Stole 130 something bases one year, 124 another year. I mean, he could hit you a home run to set the game off. He pop his collar when he's running around. Everything was just nonchalant. You never saw that dude break a sweat.
The greatest number one of all.
Some guys are just like that.
Yeah, but hard work beats talent. And with our head coach, if you're not working hard, or at least look like you're working hard or something, he's probably not going to play you. So that's what my problem with Cam is. I think he needs to show he has more of a motor and show that he wants it more. Because you see Grimes, OBIQ, those guys want it. And if you want to get minutes on the team, you have to show that you want it just as bad or even more.
Okay.
I mean, misguided passion is just that. Misguided passion. You know what I mean? Like, if the coach and his assistant coaches don't know if he has it, what is it? What else is there for him to do?
Play better.
If they can't see it, he hasn't really had a chance to play.
Man,
so we don't know if he really can play for us.
We'll see, right? I mean, it's his 4th season in the NBA. It's about to be.
So is it who is the onus on to get on the court? Is it on the coach or is it on the player?
It's on the player, bro.
Right. So if he hasn't gotten a chance, that's his fault. I don't think he's been good enough. Whether it be in practice, he started to come on before he got injured. I would like to see what he did with that. But I think it's on the player. I don't like that excuse that they haven't gotten a chance. I just don't agree with that line of thinking. You
got some guys that just see the game differently, that don't respect certain kind of skill sets. You see what I'm saying? Like, Larry Brown was the kind of coach that Larry Workman, I'm forgetting his first name. He had a point guard in the 90s named Workman. Then he had Mark Jackson. Those are the kind of point guards he liked. Those not tremendously athletic, but they work hard, they this and that. You got some people that just want guys that mirror how they see the game.
Okay.
No, yeah, but I get that line of thinking. I just don't know if that applies to Thibodeau and Cam Reddish. Remember, when Cam Reddish came in, he was lauded as this long perimeter.
Haywood Workman, that's his name.
Right, Haywood Workman, who's now a referee.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was lauded as this defender, that can also be a great asset on offense. I didn't see it there defensively from him. Which is why I think his minutes may have suffered. And I think that's Cam Reddish's way onto the court. We talk about how effortless it looks on offense. That's not his pathway to playing time. His pathway to playing time is being a great perimeter defender, causing disruptions, guarding the 1 through the 3. I don't really think he can guard 4s right now. Possibly he could, but I know he can guard 1s, 2s, and 3s. So I think if Cam Reddish can put his energy onto the defensive end, I think he's talented enough offensively to take advantage of, opportunities on that end. But I think his playing time is going to come with how he performs on the defensive.
Why Why?
See out of him.
Why do I continue to listen to these myths about Cam Reddish when I just watched? My fault, Dre. When I just watched Alec Burks average a career high minutes, and then I watched I watched Burks start. Watch Cam Reddish get DNP'd for 4 straight games, and Tom Thibodeau, while he was 1-6, go, my rotation is set. So I really don't want to hear about Cam Reddish not being a hard worker. That is a myth. We just believe in what the media say about this. He's so skilled that it looks effortless because the Knicks don't have skill on their roster. The only person that's skilled is Jalen Brunson. After Jalen Brunson, everybody else is questionable besides Cam Reddish. I didn't watch 3 straight years of Reggie Bullock, Evan Fournier, and who else? Oh my God. Alfred Payton, and we saying Cam Reddish not working hard. That is a myth. In 2 words we need the ban from Tom Thibodeau is earned in minutes. Nobody earned nothing when it comes to his rotations last season, last 2 years. So that is a myth. Because I almost cursed, so I gotta excuse myself.
But Quentin Grimes and Jericho Sims both earned minutes.
Grimes only got in because of a Derrick Rose injury. But what the hell did Alfred Payton do to earn anything? He didn't do nothing. Evan Fournier.
So Quickly didn't earn minutes the year before.
Quickly should have started out the gate. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
but he couldn't have started out the gate over Payton.
I don't want to but free. After 2 years of evidence of Alfred Payton starting, a person like me who watched the Knicks games and I watched
but state. No, listen to me. Hit me out on it. But Quickly couldn't start because Quickly was hurt. Because he was hurt out the gate. That's why he didn't. Alfred Payton had a hip pointer. I mean, Emmanuel Quickly had a hip pointer. That's why he couldn't get minutes early on.
And then we started winning games with Alfred Payton starting. That was the issue.
They wasting
and he still played over Rivers, DSJ.
Yeah,
and
Frank.
Vets, honestly, within the past, my issue with vets don't even come from this current Knicks team. My issue with vets come from the 2000 and 2010 Knicks when Isaiah Thomas was a part of that team and he was trading all our first-round picks. So my beef with the organization doesn't even stem from this decade. But the fact people sit here and say, oh, the Knicks got valuable assets to trade. Where? Grimes just averaged Frank Ntilikina stats. He just shot under 70% from free throw line. All of our we had 4 starters who shot 41% from the field. And we making excuses for Tom Thibodeau. He's the coach to put the players in positions to succeed. Y'all have to giving me these lame excuses when it comes to these vets, this coach, this offense. Even Randall gets the same excuse. You just saddled a guy who led the Knicks to the 4th seed with Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker. You don't even have the foresight to matter of fact, let me just start our 25th draft pick in Quentin Grimes with Kemba Walker and see how it go. No, you want to start Evan Fournier due to MSG politics. You want to start him because he makes $18 million a year. No, he sucks. He sucks. I don't even want him coming off the bench. He can't defend.
He don't suck, State. I mean,
bro, it's a difference between a sniper and a shooter. He's not a sniper. He can shoot, but he shot on high volume. And then Freezy, what makes me even more mad is Freezy brought up a point the other day that I didn't even look at it this way.
Why I always make you mad, bro? Why do I always make you mad, bro? State, why it's always me? I ain't did that to you.
You gotta blame it on the host.
He brought up the fact that what you said? He brought up the fact that Tibbs ran the offense through Evan Fournier and Julius Randle. You notice how everybody percentages went down. And I really thought about it like, yo, Tibbs really was an idiot.
That's a real thing, yeah.
And so when people say, oh, Evan Fournier broke John Stark's record, not in my mind. John Stark still got the record. I could care less about these.
I don't disagree with you, State, when it comes to Tibbs, like having some part of the blame. The only part where I push back is on the idea that Tom Thibodeau sabotaged his own season and
He did.
bench players that were significantly better than the ones he was playing. I don't think those guys were significantly better than anybody that got minutes last season. And I'm not that high on our youth. I'm just not. Like I don't think I like Quickly. Obi is flawed in my opinion. Cam Reddish is flawed in my opinion. They're all flawed basketball players. So do I think Thibodeau like when players are similar in stature, does he go with the experience? Absolutely. But if the younger guy is significantly better than the experienced guy, in Thibodeau's history, he's shown he's gonna play the younger guy. So I think it's more of a knock on our youth and how we look at them a little more highly than everybody else does. And I don't think Cam Reddish is this great two-way basketball player that's going to be a starter on a championship team. I just don't think that's him.
Yeah.
So I just don't see it.
When I hear stuff like that, that sounds like Tibbs' excuses, because it sounds like it sounds like you're excusing him starting Alec Burks and Evan Fournier. Both of them is dog doodle. I'm sick of it. The Knicks fans always love these journeyman vets. Y'all need to stop and grow up.
But that's the thing. Like, if they're dog doodle,
we just sat here and watched Evan and Alec Burks for a whole season. You still giving me that garbage. I don't want to.
So then, what's McBride if they dog doodle?
Right, that's what I'm trying to do.
A second-round pick that was never gonna play.
Basketball question: if Ty Lue is the Knicks coach, we win 37 games with the same roster?
Absolutely, we didn't have no point guard.
Yo, what the? Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all you want to throw my phone in the East River? You see the river?
Nah, you wildin', bro.
You make me want to throw.
How many games did Ty Lue win without LeBron?
Bro, Ty Lue didn't have Kawhi and Paul George last season, and still
who would he have had on the Knicks? The Knicks didn't have Kawhi or Paul George either.
But
Alec Burks and Evan Fournier.
Better with less talent. That is a fact. He does better with less talent, bro. Let's stop the nonsense, man. Let's stop the You giving excuses for starting Alec Burks. That's all I hear from you.
Ty Lue's success has came with Hall of Fame level talent. All of his successes came with LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard. Without those guys, he doesn't have success.
I'm talking about with the Clippers, Ed. I'm talking about with the Clippers, bro.
What did he win last year, though? What did they do last year?
How was he supposed to win with no Hall of Famers and his team still look good playing basketball?
But does Tom Thibodeau have Hall of Famers on his team?
Oh, my God. I'm talking about the talent that's on the floor.
Cam Reddish.
Was Randall available the whole season?
Yeah. He's not a Hall of Famer, though.
No. It's not about being a Hall of Famer. It's
not
about
mentally.
At your disposal that's available. You trying to move the goalposts, and I'm not allowing you to do so. Randall healthy. RJ healthy. You're not going to sit here and tell me Ty Lue has seen 2 straight games of Kemba Walker or Alec Burks starting and say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to start him again. No. He benched the Hall of Famer for a young guy, bro. We seen this in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
every coaches bench certain vets for younger players, bro.
Yeah, but he also started Nick Batum at center. He started Nick Batum at center in the playoffs.
And he sat Isaiah Hartenstein didn't play him.
Okay.
He put a vet over a young guy, and when he had a younger big.
Okay. He sat Rondo as well, and then it worked. So what we talking about here?
My point is, like, throughout the NBA, like, I don't think our young guys, like, unless you're just on a tanking team, like, you're gonna see vets get the nod more so over younger marginal players.
That sound like Tib excuses, man. I got time for that.
I just think it's really like, I think we view our young guys as real building pieces when the reality is they're probably marginal NBA players.
So
most of them.
You telling everybody in the chat you'll start Alec Burks for 60 games. Okay, and
no, I'm telling everybody in the chat, if I'm Tom Thibodeau, I'm going to the front office at the trade deadline and saying, get me.
Nah, I don't want to hear that. Because Alec Burks, because Emmanuel quickly should have started past 2 years. You can't tell me a Knicks fan.
Past 2 years? Maybe last year.
But
not past 2 years.
The year before, too. What are we doing here?
Nah.
What are we doing here?
We were too successful to change up the start. Like, we were too successful.
So you'll start Alec Burks and Evan Fournier the same amount of games Tibbs to start last season, and you telling me you'll try to win 37 games? That's what
no, I told you last year maybe he deserved the year before. No, he didn't deserve the start.
But state. So this is what I'm gonna say to that. Like so basically what you're alluding to is the development / tank model, right? You didn't want to make the playoffs. You would rather have tanked.
No, but it's not about even tanking.
So what do you get out of playing the young kids?
But the kids give us a better chance to win.
How?
Wait, before y'all say how. Wait. Let me ask you a question. When are these kids going to give you the best chance to win? When you play them then, or are you talking about down the road?
They could have gave us the best chance to win last season, but that ship sailed. You see the ship that's sailing? You see the plane that's flying? That sailed with Donovan Mitchell trade rumors. That ship sailed. We only need 4 of these young guys on this roster to go move forward. I don't want to hear about draft. I don't want to hear about development anymore. All the guys is out of when Quinn Grimes, people call Quinn Grimes Klay Thompson. Okay, cool.
You ain't never heard that. That's where the phrase ham sandwich came from. That's where
oh my god. They call Quentin Grimes Klay Thompson on Knicks bases. That's what they call him.
Yes. So
not here. Here we call him ham sandwich.
Okay. Well, we could give a bunch of ham sandwiches. Go get me Donovan Mitchell and then we got.
I agree. State, how many minutes should Quick have played last year? He played 23, about 23 and a half minutes a game. How many
about that garbage? See, if you was talking to a casual, I would love to hear your 23 minutes per game. But you're not talking to a casual. You're talking to a real Knicks fan. That 23 only went up because of the last month and a half of the season. You're not going to game me. I watch games where Quickly only played 5 minutes and a half. So that number is skewed.
Because he was shooting poorly, right?
He played terrible for 2/3 of the season. Terrible. Quickly.
Does it matter?
Yes, it matters.
No, it does not.
Yo.
Put him out there to succeed or fail. You're not winning the championship. So why did you subject me to
Okay, and what if he fails? What happens then? What if we put him out there too early and he ruins himself? What happens then?
I believe in him.
The development only works one way. Like,
hey, so state. Let's be real. Let's be real. So Quickly averaged 22.6 minutes per game in December, right? In January, he averaged 26.3 minutes per game. In February, he averaged 21.8 minutes per game, right? In March, he averaged 17.9 minutes per game. In April, he averaged 33.6 minutes a game.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. How many games?
So I think, hey, Greeny, what's good, bro?
What's good, man? I hear a whole bunch of blasphemy going on in here. What's going on here, man?
Wait, hey, let me do this real quick, Greeny. Let me say this over one more time. Okay. So in April, Quickly averaged 33.6 minutes a game. In March, he averaged 26.3 minutes a game. In February, he averaged 17.9 minutes a game.
What happened to February?
And that's because he had one game where he only played 5 minutes.
Gotcha.
Right. All right. So in January, he averaged 21.8 minutes per game. In December, he averaged 26.3 minutes a game. In November, he averaged 22.6 minutes a game. I understand what State's saying. State is saying, yo, the last month of the game, a man averaged over 30 minutes a game. And State is right about that. Right? State right. He right. You know what I'm saying? But there is other times in the season where Quickly didn't play much, but it wasn't for large stretches. It's like one game he played 5 minutes. Who I can't remember why. He might have got hurt. You never know. Right? But I understand what State is alluding to, consistent minutes. Where I think State argument kind of has a hole in it. Not a big hole, just a pinprick, like a pinhole in it, is where State is saying minutes. I think State should be saying role. Emmanuel Quickly should have a bigger role on the team, right? As opposed to minutes, because when you think minutes, all you think about is minutes, right? But then when you talk about the role on the team, Quickly should be in a role. And State alluded to it. He said that Quickly probably should have been the starting point guard. What I would say is Quickly probably should have had a bigger role on the team. Mm-hmm. Starting point guard, I think that might be a stretch, but I think Quickly should have a role as a primary ball handler with other young players that don't hog the ball.
But see, Freezy, that's my point of contention, right? Is Quickly the Emmanuel Quickly we love next to RJ Barrett and Julius Randle?
No.
Hey, that's my point. So you want to take Quickly away from Obi Toppin and put him next to Julius Randle?
Numbers.
I don't think that's the move.
But the numbers show it. Go to the numbers, bro. Quickly, when Quickly's on the floor, RJ Barrett and Randall plays better. The numbers show it too, man. I don't even need. And what's crazy is Freezy said a stat to me. I didn't even need to know the stat in order for me to feel comfortable saying that. That's what's really bad about Tibbs. He's really bad. And you really excusing the garbage that he subject. Nah, man.
I think Thibodeau. I said Thibodeau. Thibodeau is right now at this point of his coaching career is a middle of the pack NBA coach. I don't think he's really progressive in his way of thinking, which is what the best coaches in the league are, in my opinion. They're progressive, specifically on the offensive end. But I don't think, like, in my opinion, the front office was the problem. The team they constructed was the problem. I think if you give Thibodeau the right pieces, Thibodeau's not going to destroy your team. Not in one season. Now, multiple seasons, but he has a tendency of running guys into the ground. But if you give him the right pieces for one season, Thibodeau's not going to be the reason you're not winning. I don't think he's going to be the reason you're not winning.
But he did it last season, and
but I don't think Thibodeau was the reason. I think the reason was Julius Randle dropping
Thibodeau wasn't the reason.
Percentage points and efficiency. I think it was. I think it was not having I don't care what we call Quickly. I don't think he's a point guard. Like I just don't see him as. I see him as more of a. I like Quickly. I've said it before. I like Quickly when he doesn't have to think. I like Quickly in that J.R. Smith role where like he don't got to think. He just comes in and reacts and plays off energy and feel. I like that Quickly. I don't like the Quickly that has to set guys up. I don't like the Quickly that has to worry about getting guys involved. I want a Quick that's not thinking. I think that's when he's at his best. So I don't think. Yes, Thibodeau made mistakes. I think Thibodeau admitted he made mistakes last season, but I don't think he was the reason. I don't think one major reason. I think there was multiple.
Definitely wasn't the reason.
There was a bunch of reasons: free throws, turnovers.
I think no, but nah, see, I don't think that's fair. I think it's a bunch of reasons why.
You know, I believe Quickly's biggest problem was
part of it. Like it's just not intellectually honest. There was a bunch of reasons why we were not good last year. And Tom Thibodeau played a part, but he was not the reason.
No,
that's
he
not
played
even.
A huge part. He played a huge part. And
he played a huge.
No, he didn't.
He played a huge part. Julius Randle played a huge part. RJ Barrett played a huge part. The front office played a huge part. Kemba Walker not having no knees played a huge part. Derrick Rose getting out for the whole season played a huge part.
I just want to ask State one question. What's more important? What's more important? Us putting the ball in the basket efficiently or Thibodeau's making the right rotations?
Tibbs making the right and putting guys.
You just made no sense. You just made no sense because your whole point was IQ should have started because he was more efficient. So you just made no sense at all.
What the fuck?
Hey man, y'all stop going after the goal. Y'all going after the goal. Hold on. So State is a goal in the game. Y'all going for his jugular?
Nah.
Ain't no safe spaces out here no more.
State is my guy, but like
the show is warming up for the smoke later on.
I see that.
State is my guy. State is my guy, but it's a narrative that like Thibodeau is like I don't understand. Like we don't think about life in that way, but we're gonna think about the Knicks in that way, where one person is the reason why. But we're gonna ignore the fact that Julius Randle dropped 10 percentage points in his efficiency. RJ Barrett was not good for the first half of the season. Emmanuel Quickly wasn't good for 66% of the season. He was not. Right. Kemba Walker doesn't have any knees anymore. Derrick Rose was out for the majority of the season. There's a lot of reasons why we were not good last year. The front office made terrible decisions. Nerlens Noel didn't play. No. Like, there's a lot of reasons why we weren't good, and this Tom Thibodeau is not the reason. That's just not.
I ain't even gonna lie. Now I see why they call you the people's champ, bro. Because you come in the door. They call you the people's champ for a reason, bro.
We gotta be honest though. Like we can't just blame off guys like RJ Barrett. I love RJ Barrett, but he was a big reason why last year we weren't good. He wasn't good enough last year. Towards the end of the season, he got better, but he still shot 40%.
Yo, that's on Tibbs, bro. Stop.
It's not on Tibbs.
Led us to a championship. He led us to the almighty fourth during COVID. Y'all doing too much, man. He is trash.
Nah, you doing too much.
We talk about
bro
last year. Come on.
If we would have let Quickly start, Quickly's efficiency wasn't even better than RJ's and Julius last year.
for a math class. Yo, word to Jay Boogie never went in a barbershop and said to any one of the other Josie OGs in the barbershop, yo, you seen RJ Barrett true shooting percentage today? I don't want to hear about efficiency.
Yeah, we just called it different things. We didn't talk about efficiency, but we did call him a chucker. We did say they throw up bricks. So yeah, we don't use the word efficiency, but we have other words in the barbershop that correlates to a person that takes a lot of shots and doesn't make a lot of shots. Right? We call them brick, like we have words for that.
Ever heard somebody bring up efficiency when talking basketball?
You didn't hear that word. You didn't hear that word, but you heard somebody say they a bricklayer. That means they shoot a lot and they don't make a lot. You heard somebody call somebody a chucker, right?
Mm-hmm.
We use different words for guys that are inefficient.
You know, I think honestly, this season right here, if he's here, you know what I'm saying, and not included in a trade for this guy Donovan, I believe you're gonna see quickly have a different season this year. The reason why I say that is quickly knew in his heart last year, coming into last year, that he should be the starting point guard because he took that playing time away from them guards in his rookie year. So in his mind frame, he thinking like, yo, I might start. You know, I got the opportunity. Knowing this team needs a point guard and having had point guards for years, this is my opportunity. But when they brought that guy Kimber in there, I believe that shut quickly all the way down. I believe he got all the way in his feelings and everything. But now I think he knows that anything can happen, but I'm going to get my game up to par. I experienced me not being in certain positions. So now I'm going to come in and do certain things. And it's all right for Quickly to come in and be a Ginobili. It's all right for him. And I would love for him to have championships like Ginobili. But it's also all right for him to be a Lou Williams too. You know what I'm saying? I just think his mindset is going to be totally different coming into this season because he learned from last season not to be, you know what I'm saying, think certain things that can happen and then they don't happen, and then he got up in his feeling. I think that allowed him to have poor play. You know what I'm saying? So I look for certain things to happen differently for the guy Quickly. You know what I mean? But everybody played their part in their role last year. You know what I'm saying? On why we played bad. I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about from the office to the bench staff, the coaches, to the players, to the fans. Everybody that was affiliated with the New York Knicks, we all affiliated to a bad season last year. So everybody got to grow and turn things different. Everybody got to look at things differently this season. Everybody, from the office all the way down to the fan base, man. That includes everybody.
And Jay Boogie, you know what I kind of reference Quickly to? If like you watch baseball, right? Quickly to me is like a high-end reliever, right? And what happens is baseball teams make the mistake all the time of thinking because a guy has a below 2 ERA out of the pen that they could start and be an effective starter. And when they make the mistake all the time, the Yankees did it with Jabba Chamberlain. They dang near ruined the kid's career. The kid was a great reliever. They tried to make him a starter, right? Mariano Rivera, in the beginning of his career, he tried to start and he wasn't good at it. So they made him a closer and he thrived, right? Some guys are better in specific positions. And instead of worrying about Quickly starting, I think we need to be worrying about Quickly becoming a star.
Hey man, what about Jabba? What about Jabba fat behind getting out of shape? That ain't have nothing to do with.
No, that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say and Jabba was a starter first, moved to the bullpen because they needed him during the playoffs, and then Jabba
trying to move him back.
But Jabba wasn't that. Jabba, your best thing is out the bullpen.
Right, where you can throw 198 because as a starter nowadays starters just throwing 99 consistently, but 15 years ago, like starters weren't throwing that high. And why? Because you need a longevity out of that arm, right? When you come out the pen, you can put all your gas in the 2 innings because and like we got to be careful not to throw Quickly into a starting role that he may not be suited for, and the Quickly you love may not be the Quickly you get if he's starting.
Well, I'm gonna just say this to your point because I think we are opposite sides on it, and I want to do some justice to those that are in the middle, like looking at this objectively, and then those that are rooting for Quickly, right? So objectively, my objective stance, like my moderation stance, me being objective is, you don't know if Quickly is or is not a quality NBA starting point guard, because you hadn't seen it in a large enough sample size to make the judgment. And if you go by the eye test for Quickly at point guard, now you got to go by the eye test with everything else in fairness. Everything else you judge, you got to go by the eye test. If you judge Quickly by this one thing, you got to, in fairness to the judicial process, you got to judge everything by the same parameters in order to be fair. Right? Now, here's my Homer take. Right? I love Quickly, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. What I'm gonna say to you is this. I think if you allow Quickly to be a point guard, if you take the ball out of your power forward hands and tell your power forward to play power forward, and your small forward, if you take the ball out of your small forward hands and tell him to play small forward, then I think you see the point guard display point guard skills. But when you don't do that, regardless who the point guard is, whether it's Burks or Kemba or Rose or Alfred Payton or Austin Rivers or Alec Burks, Emmanuel Quickly, Dennis Smith Jr., Frank Ntilikina, if you take the ball out of their hands and your power forward bring it up, then you're going to get an offense that looks like a power forward is running the offense. That's what you're going to get, right? So what I'm saying to that is, and I know that sounds like nonsense, man, but if you let your guards initiate your offense, I think your offense can be more efficient than when you let your power forward and your small forward initiate your offense. And then have the guards play off of that. I think you're looking at a different level of efficiency. And I know people will say, well, I Quickly ain't the guy, really. But I'm telling you, if Randall and RJ don't give up that ball, when Jalen Brunson get here, it's gonna be the same thing. And people gonna be complaining, man, Brunson come here, Brunson ain't doing nothing because blah blah blah. Nah. It's because a 250-pound power forward is initiating your offense.
No, yeah. I mean, bringing up Jalen Brunson is why I kind of think this is a water under the bridge anyway, because he's a starting point guard.
Right.
And I kind of like him in that role adverse to Quickly because of the efficiency. In my opinion, like my theory, or not theory, but my my rule that I like in starters is efficiency. Right. I like my starters to be consistent. I like to know what I'm getting every night out of my starters, which is why I need RJ Barrett to up his consistency.
So efficiency is an ambiguous term. When it comes to efficiency, we got to tell people what we want to be better. Mm-hmm. Right? We got to break down what efficiency means. What do we want to be better at? And I'm asking you, what do you want this offense to be better at? If you be specific, then I think people can understand where you're coming from. But just saying, I just want the whole offense to be better.
I want us to be better at making open 3-point jump shots. That's a big pet peeve of mine. We missed so many open 3-point jump shots last year. It was ridiculous in a sense. Like, and that gets blamed on Tibbs too. We missed open 3-point jump shots. I want us to be better at the rim and from the free throw line, because that's the NBA nowadays: threes, layups, and free throws. If you're efficient at those three things, you're gonna have an elite offense, right? So I want us to be efficient at the rim, efficient from the free throw line, and efficient from 3-point range. And the guys off the bench can waver back and forth between, good hot games and cold games, and hot stretches and cold stretches. But I like my starters I like to know what I'm getting every night out of my starting unit. We didn't really have that last year. Last year, Alec Burks may drop 30, he may have 2. You know what I mean? RJ Barrett may go for 46, or he may score 14. Like Julius
on the same number of shots.
Right. So like, I want to know what I'm getting out of my starting unit every single night. Mitch kind of got there last year, where you was getting like 10 and 8 or 8 and 8 at least every night. But other than that, there was no consistency. RJ towards the end of the year maybe started being a little more. He was consistently inefficient, but you knew what you were getting every night out of him, just about. And I think Jalen Brunson brings that. I think he brings that. We know what to expect out of him every night. I think 70 out of 82 games out of a year, Jalen Brunson is going to give you exactly what you thought he was going to give you. And I think that's important in the starting lineup. And I just don't know if quickly, not even just quickly, but I don't know if he brings us that right now.
Yo, and
what if he brings that?
You watch basketball for efficiency.
Nah, I just efficiency matters though. Like how many shots you make out of how many you take, it matters.
So I don't care about that because I watched Kobe Bryant win a game 7 shooting 4 for 28. So when you speak about these box scores and efficiency, whatever, these math class and all this garbage, I could care less about that because Golden State just won a championship with defense. They wasn't efficient either. Curry, the best player on Golden State, was not efficient in the finals. But, you know, I could care less about what a player made. I don't care about efficiency. I never ragged on Randall because of his efficiency. I feel like basketball is about impact, wanted, and attitude. Like, I can understand if you want to bring the math in to have the general convo, but at the same time, you need context behind what you say. We understand why RJ was inefficient because our team's best player was sulking and Tom Thibodeau act like he didn't know how to coach. The fact that you just spent here for 20 minutes and I'm going to listen to you make up excuses for Tom Thibodeau, which some of them are true, and I can understand it, but the coach is the guy who started 4 people who shot 41% from the field. I don't know about you, bro, but a power forward or a center who is shooting under 45% from the field, that's kind of bad. That's really kind of bad. And then on top of the fact that you got 2 players in your starting 5, no, matter of fact, 3, who I think shot under 70% from the free throw line. So I put that on Thibodeau. He put these players in positions to not succeed. He overplayed Randall some nights. Other nights he underplayed Obi. He overplayed Alec Burks the whole season. A lot of nights he underplayed Emmanuel Quickly. Freezy just gave you the stats on a month-by-month basis of Emmanuel Quickly's minutes. And you see how February, 17 minutes per game, and then they had an uptick. We all know why it had an uptick, but I don't even want to explain that now.
But see, you just told me efficiency doesn't matter, and then you told me about efficiency.
But I just gave you the point that you brought up. That's the only reason why I brought up efficiency. I could care less about it.
But the one point that you brought up about Curry not being efficient in the finals and winning was definitely false.
He's efficient. You and my only thing is you're bringing up
Curry averaged 31 in the finals on 48% shooting from the field and 43% from the 3, bro. That is efficiency, bro.
Yo, he shot 43% from the field in the finals. I don't know.
I said 43% from 3, 48 from the field.
I hear you.
Yeah. You're talking about a shooter. You're not talking about a big man. He's shooting. He's not going to the rack.
Hey, real quick, man, I'm about to jump off. I just want to send a shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the Liberty Squad. That's the only reason why that Barclays, you know what I'm saying, community center is still open. It's really a YMCA. So I wanted to shout out our girls. And when State said about Kobe, man, I saw something today, man. Well, I'm gonna give him his props because State mentioned Kobe. I was watching the Kobe a 16-minute segment where it's his last game. They show every buckets. And I just wanted to say Julius screamed on 40-something points of that man's buckets. And he also screamed on Kobe's last 8 points of his career. 2 of them was trays and 1 of them was a deuce. So I just wanted to, you know, send Julius some type of love, man. If we could get 2 other, we get Donovan and Jalen over here, that dude is gonna be a hell of a screen rocker. So you know what I'm saying? Because the ball won't be in his hand at all. We won't even have to worry about that. But I'm gonna jump off, man. Get my hands in this water, wash the dishes. You know what I'm saying? For my wife fucks me out, but God bless you all. I see you when the smoke show come on, man. God bless you, man.
6:30.
No doubt, baby. No doubt, man. Y'all continue having a great evening, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Paris dug up.
Smoke up.
Man. They you bring up good anecdotal evidence, right? But it's just that anecdotal. I mean, it's the exception to the rule. Like Kobe, like you're not going to win too many games with your best player shooting 4 for 28. So my point is like the point of basketball, right, is to score the most points, right? So you want to score the most points, you want to score points more often than the other team scores points, right? So efficiency is not math more so than it is just how often do you make shots that you take. That's it.
Tibbs is
How often
putting
you, and the better players normally make more of the shots they take than the worst players do.
Yeah, and efficiency is not about is not about the measurement. Efficiency is wasting resources. If you're inefficient, you're wasting resources. It's like changing a flat tire with a hammer. Sure, you can do it, but wouldn't you rather have the tools to do it with and do it right and get back on the road?
Right, because if you said Kobe shot 4 for 28, right? If he had shot 4 for 10, would they have still won the game?
Or would it if Kobe shot 14 for 28, it's not a close game.
Because those other 18 shots could have went somewhere else.
Bro,
where they may have went in, and you may have won by more points.
Those 18 shots is the reason why. Those 18 missed shots is a part of the reason why they won the game.
Nah, come on.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, bro. I thought I saw the commercial where the NBA player said the NBA is a make-up miss league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make a miss, but he shot 4 for 28 and won in game 7. Efficiency.
Yeah, but it wasn't the 28 shots. Not why he won.
Yeah, but efficiency though. He wasn't efficient. Efficiency. Yo, yeah, nerds ruined the talk of basketball. We didn't grow up with that, Ant, so don't come with me with that efficient bullcrap.
But if Kobe had shot 4 for 28 for the entire playoffs, would they have won?
Doesn't matter, bro.
It does matter, man. You bringing up one game. That's anecdotal evidence.
I brought up the most important game of the NBA season.
So then basically what you're saying is Julius Randle had a good season last year. If you're not talking about efficiency.
Bro, he loved Randle, bro.
He had a horrible.
But that doesn't make sense based off your basis of how your logic makes no sense then.
If I was a casual and I didn't stay up 2, 3 in the morning watching Knicks games twice and 3 times, I would agree with you. But I'm not going to agree with you. That was one of the worst 2010 and 5s I ever seen in my life. And the only reason why he was able to average that is because Thibodeau kept putting them in bad positions, kept giving them the basketball, kept putting them in a high pension post. You don't have to do that. And this is why I blame a lot of the season on Tibbs. Because any other coach could have got our guys in better positions.
Yeah, but I so say you said that RJ Barrett and Julius Randle played better when Quickly was on the court. How do you measure that?
How do you measure that? In the minutes that they played on the court together. Go look at the numbers. I don't even need to
look at the numbers. Yeah, but what numbers are
need to? Because you love numbers. I don't. We talking math class.
No, you said earlier,
right,
Quickly.
So eyesight from what I seen last season, Quickly looked good with RJ and Randle on the court. That is my eyesight. And
so you've seen them make more shots, basically.
What?
So your eyes seen them make more shots, basically.
Yes.
A higher clip.
That's
so
up
the
to
eyes
the
see
coach.
efficiency.
Your coach didn't put him in positions to succeed. All he had to do was start quickly, bro. You just excusing the coach, bro.
Hey y'all. So I got about 5 minutes left before I got to go and do some pre-production for Smoke. And so for those of y'all that Shotgunner ain't no joke, bro. What I'm gonna suggest just real quick is if you sensitive, if you touchy, don't try to click on the link to come up here with Shotgunner. Because Shotgunner don't play, right? But what he does do is he's passionate about this thing, and he grinding right now. Can't wait to get up for Smoke because he know because basically all the stuff that he's saying he don't agree with y'all, and he believes he right.
Shot Smoke is the definition of inefficient freezing. The definition. He don't make a lot though.
But I'm saying, champ. I'm just trying to give you, champ. You and State got y'all numbers retired in this game, bro. Yeah, y'all numbers is up in the Raptors because y'all been doing it for so long, right? Yeah. All I'm saying is if y'all click on that link with Shotgunner, it's like Rocky and Clubber Lang, bro. That's all I'm saying. For those that seen Rocky, it's like you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to tell y'all not to do it. I'm just saying the show was called Smoke for a reason.
What time is coming on, man?
It's 6:30, man. Just come hang out with us. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't get in that ring with Shotgunner because he got a point to prove, bro.
About what? Quickly?
Nah, about how he right and the old heads is wrong. Y'all old heads.
I'm an
You know
old
what I'm
head
saying?
now. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, State, my bad, man. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying, man. I had to do the joint, man, for smoke. You want to finish your point, man, before we get out of here?
Nah. We good, man. Just know I need Tibbs fired. That's all. We good, man. Tibbs need to be fired because there's fans like Ant who's still sipping Almighty 4C Kool-Aid, and they need to go out the sugar cabinet, and they need that bull crap out of their mind. Thibodeau sabotaged last season, and his ego is stupid, and he's the type, he wants to win his way. He don't want to win the basketball way. And what right mind y'all think Thibodeau will play Randall and Obi together next season? He's not.
He's not.
Thibodeau is a fraud, and he's going to continue to be a fraud. He's going to continue to have you guys mesmerized. Now, the only thing that can save Thibodeau is basically a Donovan Mitchell trade, because without this trade,
Better play
next season.
Yo, State, I got a bigger question for you, man.
What?
When are the three of us, me, you, and Evu, gonna do something? It's been like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I've been sitting here, been chilling, bro, for real. Anytime I do something, the link always be open. You be like, yo, and this is State being disrespectful to me, right? Yo, fat man, drop the link in the chat, and I just drop the link. I don't even care. I don't care if he called me out by name. I just drop the link, bro. But when they do something, they do their thing on secret. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to invite nobody. You know what I'm saying? Be scared that my opinion ain't gonna jive with their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. What's happening?
Nah, if you free them all, we'll do that.
No, I'm not free. I'm rocking with BK Step tomorrow.
Oh, the queen.
Oh, I forgot DK Sunday.
Shout out to her, man. Shout out to BK.
Okay. Well, all right, so I'm gonna get out of here so I can work on some stuff for Gunna. But hey, man, thank y'all for coming through and hanging out, man. Y'all was dope. State, what time you getting off? You there all night?
I'll be here. I'll be there later on.
Okay, yeah, because the Knicks at Night podcast will be on tonight at 11. So I'm just saying, that's me and the People's Champ. That's our baby, the Knicks at Night podcast, where we get on there and set the record straight. Because we hear a lot of incorrect stuff during the day. So the Knicks at Night podcast, we set the record straight. But anyway, thank y'all for coming through. Keyshawn, man, we doing a fantasy football league, bro. You gotta get in. We'll give you Aaron Jones.
Yeah, facts. Anybody in the chat that's willing to get in our fantasy football league, contact me, Greeny from LI. You got me on Twitter. Go type in Greeny from LI. It's only gonna be one. And DM me your information, and you gotta be available. Best ability is availability. So if you're not gonna be available, don't even DM me your info.
No Wells.
Yeah. And yes, we are vetting. We are investigating, because if you ain't available, we not even, you ain't down if you're not available. And that will mean that no disrespect. But anyway, we out of here. Smoke at 6:30 coming your way.
I'm gonna show up here. I'm gonna be the